barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I want to talk about something. Keith Thurman said a comment yesterday that I only touched on it on a surface level yesterday, but I want to talk about it on the macro level. The bigger picture about when he said Errol Spence didn't sell that fight. The Mexicans in Texas did, and Mikey Garcia's brash talking sold that fight. Keith Thurman didn't realize or don't understand, and all these black fighters don't understand this as a whole. Some of them get it, some of them don't get it. You can't separate the black vote. The same people that's going to buy the same people that's gonna buy the dude, this white dude over here going crazy, dog. Look at this shit. What the fuck is he doing? Look at this shit. What is he doing? The fuck is he doing? I think he got Tourette's or something. Look, what the fuck is he doing? Anyways, man, I don't know, man. Anyways, man, let me hold this phone. What Errol Spence? Let me get back on track. What Keith Thurman need to come to realize is that those are the same people that he say didn't buy the pay-per-view or are going to buy his pay-per-view. It's time for fighters to stop disrespecting the black fans, the black dollar, and more importantly, and as important, the black support. Because, like, for me, you guys may not believe this at all. I am a Terrence Crawford fan. I buy Terrence Crawford's pay-per-views, right? I am an Errol Spence fan. I bought his pay-per-view. I am a Deontay Wilder fan. I bought their pay-per-view. Until these guys fight each other, I don't have to make a decision. You understand what I'm saying? If Terrence Crawford is fighting someone other than Errol Spence or somebody, I don't have to make a decision on who I'm rooting for. If Errol Spence is fighting another, I don't have to make a decision on who I'm rooting for. It's a no-brainer. I'm buying the pay-per-view and I'm going to buy an Errol Spence shirt at the fight. It's a no-brainer. I'm going to fight Deontay. I'm going to root for Deontay Wilder. I'm going to buy his merchandise. It's a no-brainer. I'm not talking about me as a media. I'm talking about me as a fan of boxing. I am worth $100. I'm going to buy a $30 shirt. $100, buy $30. $100 for the pay-per-view. $30 for the shirt. If I like you, I might buy two. So that's about $70 with tax. Off the cuff, I am worth $170. Now, you also got to factor in my expenses to go to the fight, because regardless, but now let's not, because I don't want to convolute my message. I am worth $170 to a black fighter. I'm going to pay $100 for your pay-per-view, even though I'm going for free. And I'm going to buy a form of merchandise to support you. I'm pretty consistent at this. You understand what I'm saying? So black fighters, everyone need to fully understand that when you're disrespect the fighter. Yeah, you can talk shit about him. That's fair. No holds barred on that. But when you say Errol Spence fans didn't sell, those same guys Errol Spence fans are going to buy your pay-per-view because it's, one, they love boxing. Two, they have Errol Spence fans, Keith Thurman, have great interest in you. Great interest in you. You have no idea. They watching everything you do. They watching everything that you say. They watching all your moves, who you fight, who you call out, how you walk, what you wear, how many braids you have in your hair. Does Manny Pacquiao land his jab, right hook, uppercut, left hook, whatever the case may be. They're watching you, so they have great interest. So they're going to buy the pay-per-views. But when you disrespect them and say that, they're going to say, hold up. That nigga not value. I mean, he just called me. He just called me. He just said I don't support my favorite fighter. So if I don't support him, I'm definitely not going to support you. And all these fighters need to fully understand this. When a black fighter says that, Bomac didn't fully understand the ramifications of this, and they actually paid for this in the pay-per-view. When he said he actually streamed the fight, he gloated about streaming the fight. Gloated about, oh, I'm not paid for the fight. He didn't give the backstory, which he did on the Boxing Voice, but he just left an open statement that I didn't pay for the fight. So Errol Spence fans, remember that they streamed the fight. There's a great percentage, and I don't know him, but I understand the concept of being human. I understand what it's like to be human. So I know that a good portion of Errol Spence fans streamed the fight. For real. You can tell by the pay-per-view numbers. So Keith Thurman, you need to fully grasp, understand, don't split the vote. Talk about the fighter. Talk your shit. Do what you need to do. Please, please, please. Challenge Errol cerebrally. Challenge him. He'll come back at you. Challenge him. We want to see that. That's great banter. You understand? I didn't buy no pay-per-view. I don't even know if this fight was on pay-per-view, but Mitch, Joe Green, that's the one back and forth that I remember from Mike Tyson. And they were both black. And it had the hood on alert. I remember that. They fought twice, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I remember that. And then I went to see his one-man show, and Mike Tyson talked about how he was so high. Anyways, y'all go watch the show. It's fucking amazing. It's directed and produced by Spike Lee. And but every fighter, understand this. You can't disrespect the fan base. It's the same. Listen, the same fan base that rooted for Mikey Garcia rooted for Andy Ruiz. And in fact, Mikey Garcia showed up to the fight and walked Andy Ruiz out. You understand that theory? The same fans that rooted for Andy Ruiz will root for Chris Arreola August 3rd against Adam Kornowski. These are facts. Okay? Now, don't forget this stuff. Please don't forget this shit. All right? Because at the end of the day, all we have is us at the end of the day. And I'm going to tell you guys this. Keith Thurman, he's the example, the polarizing figure I'm using now. But when you retire, you're going to sell coffee cups. You're going to have merchandising. You're going to have, come meet the champ. Come meet the one-time division unified champ at 147. Come meet him at Harris Casino. Come meet him at Bellagio. Come get your glove signed. You want people to show up. All right? You want to engrave yourself in the culture. Like, for example, Errol Spence said something when asked about Bomac. He says, I support everyone black. I even bought the pay-per-view. Even if he didn't, it was the right thing to say. I'm going to say it again. Errol said on his own. Actually, I didn't even ask the question. Someone else asked the question. And he said, we bought the pay-per-view, right? And this dude said, yeah, we bought the pay-per-view. And he said, I support everyone black. And that's what he did. Even if you didn't buy the pay-per-view, you got to do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? And I think as a whole, we need to get this. And that's why, one of the reasons why my platform is here. All right. I'm not perfect. Yes, I am sometimes arrogant. Sometimes I'm overzealous. Sometimes I think I know more than I should. All that is true. But the fundamental core is why we're here is to embrace each other. And Keith Thurman, you're a black man. You look mixed. You look mulatto. You look somewhere in there. At the end of the day, you're a black man. And we like you. We like you for who you are. Do we think that you're ducking Errol Spence? Do we think, yes, there's a great percentage of boxing fans that believe that you're ducking Errol Spence. You even admitted to it yesterday. But at the end of the day, don't split your fan base, dog. You need Errol Spence. Man, you need to say, Errol Spence, here's what you should have said, Keith Thurman. You should have said, I need all the man down, free smoke fans to come watch me destroy Manny Pacquiao. So y'all can see what I'm about to do to Errol Spence Jr. I'm about to take his 2 belts. That's what you should have said. You should have riled up the army. You shouldn't have them turn their back. You want them. You want them. This is chess, not checkers, man. Don't you know when people dislike me in boxing, I use their offense. I use their aggressiveness against them. Dude, man, come on, man. Fight week, I get so much hate thrown at me. Man, white people has called me niggas. Your favorite reporter has called me a nigga. Your favorite reporter has told me I'll never cover a fight again. Your favorite reporter has tried to ambush me. I got set up last week while I was in Houston. I didn't fall for it. I'm telling you guys. J. Edgar Hoover said, what? Biggest fear is the rise of the black man. Is a unified, strong black man. And we have enough where we can dominate boxing. All we got to do is fight each other. That's it. That's it. If blacks and Mexicans just fought each other and be like, you know, fuck the triple G's, fuck everything, boxing would be in a better space because we'll get better fights for the most part. Anywho, barbershop conversations, man. Keith, don't split your vote, man. Do not alienate the people who organically want to support you. You know what I mean? You got to work on a new fan base. Don't lose your organic fan base. Work on a new fan base. Think of it as you're a very intellectual, intelligent man. No one will refute that or rebuke. You are arguably one of the more articulate boxers. You should be on TV. Think of it as a political campaign, Keith. You are running a political campaign to convince people to spend $90 next Saturday. That's it. Don't push them away. Don't push them away. You're not culturally aligned like Mike Tyson. You're not cultural like Manny Pacquiao. You know, and I was going to do a video on this. Honestly, Keith Thurman is Manny Pacquiao is probably carrying your pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So anyways, man, enough of that. I want you, in my heart of hearts, I want you to do double what Errol Spence did with Mikey Garcia. I want you to do double. And then I want y'all to see eye to eye if Errol Spence defeats Sean Porter and Keith Thurman defeats Manny Pacquiao. He got a tough test in front of him. We'll see. Barbershop conversation, man. Y'all have an amazing day. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace.